What's up, YouTube? Coming at you with my Pale Moon deck profile. This is gonna be Golden Beast Tamer. I like this deck list a lot. I love Pale Moon a lot, and yeah. So first, we'll start off with the grade threes. Golden Beast Tamer. Counterblast. Call 2 units from the soul. Also put a card in the hand in the hand into soul. And everything, if you have more than 5 units, they all get +3 in the front row. She's amazing. She is your vanguard. Nightmare Doll Ellis. When she attacks, counterblast, soul blast, put her in soul, claw on another unit. She's really good. There's a lot of ways you can combo with her. There's a lot of silly things you can do with her. And sometimes you have to ride her on van. And it's okay, because if you do, and you already have another copy of her in soul, you can call that other copy, and that copy will get +5. And then, this is Comical Chimera. When it attacks Soul Blast, put a unit from onboard into soul. Countercharge, he gets +5. This is your countercharger of the deck. You don't want anything to happen to this. I used to play this at 1. I found 1 wasn't as great, so I started playing it at 2, and I liked it. You see it more often. And yeah, he's just a good card. Next, we'll go with the 2s. So this, we'll start with the basic 2s. This is Amanthin Beast Tamer. You play him at 4. When it attacks, put a unit from onboard into soul. He gets +3. Then you have Jumping Jill. When she's called out from soul, you put, when she's called out from soul, you put her. No, you put a unit from onboard into soul, call a unit to behind her. So either a grade 1 or a grade 0. Yeah, non-grade 2 from your soul. Non-grade 2? Oh, so I could call a grade 3 to the back, but that's not really going to get me anywhere. And then this is a new addition. This is Misdirection. This card is amazing, especially mid-game. So, like, when this card came out, this helped your mid-game very much, because so typically you'll go ride, do your stuff on turn 1. If you have enough, you'll put a grade 1 in the back. Then then the following turn you call her, counterblast, put a unit from onboard into soul, draw 2, put a card from hand into soul. So she helps hands, and she helps set up combo later. So typically what I like to do with her is, if you draw 2 triggers, you don't put your triggers in. You put combo pieces like Alice, Jumpin' Jill, this guy. Anything that can do things, you put them in there, and then by the time you get to Beast Tamer, you just lay it on them. Like with her, but before her in the deck, if I tried to do a grade 2 rush, my hand would end at about 5. Now, if I try to do grade 2 rush, I end up on about 7 in hand, and that's before I'm going to grade 3, and that's getting off 3 attacks. You want to get off as many attacks as possible. So let's see. We'll start with the main grade, the grade 1 that you ride. Starting Presenter. So on place, Soul Charge. When you ride on top of it, put a card from your hand in soul, then Soul Charge from the top of your deck, then call that unit. Then you can call that unit. You don't have to call that unit. I personally like this card better than the other grade 1 that people were playing. I'm not positive of the name. I think it says discard a card, draw a card, and soul charge up to your opponent's grade. So if they're on grade 3, you soul charge 3, but this is a more consistent way to soul charge. He's also only from hand that you get soul charge. Like if you play someone on rear, you also soul charge. Then you have Purple Trapeze. When you soul charge it, you can soul blast it, call a unit. That's literally the fact, simple as can be, and it's amazing. So there's been times when I'll combo out and I'll do all my early attacks, and then I'll attack with Beast Tamer, call out 2 Jumpin' Jills, put them in soul, and get the next card I was going to show, Midnight Bunnies, to the rear. I'll tell you what she does in a second. And then you soul blast this card again. If you soul charge 2, then you call 2 things to your Excel circles, and it's really ridiculous. Then the next card is obviously Midnight Bunny. When it boosts, soul charge, it has an on hit. If the unit hit the vanguard, or No, if the boosted unit hit, put it in soul, call out a unit. Really simple. If you see this early game, your soul is basically set for the entire match. You can play with one Excel circle and you will do amazing. Especially if you learn this deck. A lot of people sleep on this deck. I've played against like Bermuda and really made Bermuda sweat, because if you start rushing really, really early, it's basically a done deal, because they just can't keep up. Like 7 to 12 attacks in a turn. It's amazing. And then for the zeros, your starter. We played 3 crits. 5 front triggers. I used to play more crits than front, but I'm finding out if people hit defensive triggers, it hurts a lot. But if you hit your front trigger, after you've already comboed, you basically have 5 more units standing live. So that's 5 more boosted up attacks. And even if they're only dropping 1 card per attack, that's still cards that they have to use. Resources that they're losing. 4 heals. And then 4 draws. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe for more content. I'll probably upload like my last deck list with this, because I'm actually trading this for Murakumo, so I could get y'all some more competitive decks. And I'll probably pick it up though right before it gets support. This deck costs around $85, so if you're interested, I definitely say go get it now while it's cheap. It's a great deck. Like, I've had great games with it. And yeah, even the mirror match is fun if you get to play the mirror match. So yeah, thanks, like, subscribe, and leave questions in the comments.